So Dynamo Dresden then get us away at the start of the second half. They're now attacking the goal to our left. The score 0-0, which so far at least would please Liverpool. I imagine in the next 45 minutes they will aim to continue to grind their opposition into the ground as they try so often away from home. But here's Heidler now. Now Keegan. This is not the place, of course, where Liverpool will be looking to make friends. They'll be looking to do a very efficient job of work. And then, of course, make even more friends when they come back to Anfield in a fortnight's time for the second leg. On the far side for the skipper, Hefner. He's a tackling back, though, by Fairclough. Still with Hefner. Now for Sharp. Straight inside again towards Saxa. And again, Hefner couldn't quite get to it, and finally it was number 5, Ray Kennedy, who got it away again. A slightly more promising move there by Dynamo Dresden. Here's Schade again. Muller. Hefner. Muller making a late run there as well to try and unsettle this Liverpool defence. But Phil Neal is there on the far side, but it's a throw. And I think it's a throw to Dresden. A little bit of acceleration there, and that must have been a handball as that ball came in, but fortunately for Liverpool it was just outside the area. But as you can see, it was only just. So Reinhard Hefner, the skipper of the East German league leaders, Dynamo Dresden with this kick. The Belgian referee wanting the Liverpool ball back 10 yards. A little moment of crisis here then for Liverpool. Hefner floating it in and floating it deep. And they were lucky to get away with that one, Liverpool, as the number 4, Schmuck, came in there and couldn't quite get the header. But away goes Fairclough now for Liverpool. Highway right up with him, but he's really taking them on. And until the end, he comes up against Gansera. And Gansera, a full international East German defender, getting it away. A free kick now to Dresden, who seem to have begun this second half with a little more purpose. Hefner. A little chip pass there up towards Schade. There he is, playing it forward again to Saxa. Schade now trying to get possession again, and again it's cut out. Riedel. Saxa. Guilty of that one real glaring miss in the first half, and then putting it way behind. It does seem that Dresden may have gone back a little bit in the 3 years since they last played Liverpool, and certainly I think since it was just over a year ago that they held Bayern Munich to 7-6 on aggregate before the West German side went through in the European Cup. Free kick to Dresden. Riedel with it. Really industrious little midfield player, this Riedel. Schade playing it forward for Cotta. It might come again for Schade. Now it'll come for Saxa. But again, Liverpool snapping tight shut there in their own penalty area. Riedel. Coming forward there with much more venom in the early stages of this second half for Dynamo Dresden. Cotta bundle with the ball there by Jimmy Case, and it'll be a free kick. Tony Smith having a word with him there, not the sort of place to give away free kicks. And Riedel is going to be the man to take it. Floated in there. And a penalty given. Neal having brought down Schmuck. And that looked a very, very harsh decision to me. Here it is again. Well, judge for yourself. Maybe it wasn't quite as harsh as I thought first time. The referee, I'm bound to say, had to look round a couple of players before he pointed quite deliberately to the spot. And now Liverpool really under a lot of pressure. 5.5 minutes of the second half gone. Potter, the man who takes the penalty, is the man who's placing the ball on the spot at this moment. And now there really is a job for Ray Clements to do with that Liverpool goal. Pate of Dresden against Ray Clements. And Clements, a brilliant save. A brilliant save by Ray Clements. We'll see it again from behind. Looked to me that he moved a little bit before the kick was taken, but the Belgian referee has allowed it, and Clements a truly brilliant save for Liverpool. So you must admit that Dresden have had their chances. They missed a real sitter in the first half, and now they've missed a penalty through the brilliance in goal of Ray Clements. Riedel turning it again, and Clements once again there for Liverpool. Free kick given now to Liverpool. Well, that really should be the inspiration for Liverpool to do the right job of work here tonight in East Germany. Only about 100 Liverpool supporters have made the journey here, mostly by plane, just a handful by train as well. Really making themselves heard out there now. Smith. Losing the ball to Riedel. Here's Riedel again. Well, that'll fall for Ray Kennedy. Neal on the far side. Highway on the far side. Here's Keegan. That'll be a terrible blow, that penalty miss for the East Germans, because they began in much brighter fashion in the early part of the second half. No foul there on Keegan. Phil Thompson to Tommy Smith. Well, a funny old pass there by Smith, causing Highway to come right back. Played inside for Ray Kennedy. Keegan's interception. Here's Callaghan. The fair up ahead of him. Highway away on the left. Good play here by Highway, trying to dummy his way around the whole lot of them. There's a little pass coming in and a good save though. Good interception by Foden. Hefner. To Schade. Really opening up now this game. Here's Schade played to Saxon, but the linesman flagging on the far side for offside. Looks a really good player, this East German captain, the number 6. Reinhard Hefner, 15 internationals. So much vision there in the middle of the field, capable of standing on the ball, looking around and playing it to his side's best advantage. Klaus Muller. Back to Klaus Foden. Heidler. Schade. Here they come again through Riedel. Schade. Oh, good play this by the East Germans now. They can only get this ball across, and Neal is doing his best to deny them, even though he had to do it at the expense of a corner. So Hefner with this corner for Dynamo de Dresden. Oh, and another brilliant save again from Riedel by Ray Clements. Another corner then for Dresden. See again now as Riedel gets this past one and past another. And a tremendous shot there, well saved by Clements. And while you were watching that, the corner was taken and the play comes back into the middle of the field, and it's with Emlyn Hughes. Potter, the man who missed the penalty. There's something to prove, and he won't do it that way. Goal kick. About 11 minutes now, the second half gone. Still Dynamo Dresden 0, Liverpool 0. Ray Clements with the goal kick. Tremendous save from the penalty spot. Stopped that time by Phil Thompson. His good, solid, reliable game as usual at the back for Liverpool. That wasn't a good pass. And here's Saxon. Played on again. And a free kick given. No free kick given. Free kick to Liverpool. Phil Neal with it. Floated in towards Jimmy Case. Almost got in there. Almost the same way that Ray Kennedy had got in at the baseball ground to score that decisive goal on Saturday. Riedel getting the header in. Highway. That is a good first step. Now, can Lewis come across? Yes, he can. As if there was any doubt at all about it. Fairclough now for Liverpool. Keegan going in there with a good strong challenge. Kennedy going in with a bit of pushing as well. And that's why the free kick's been given. Riedel. Hefner. Potter on the far side there. Still with Potter turning it in, but Phil Neal just getting his head there to nod it away. Again, a bit of breathing space for this Liverpool defence. Potter once more. Keegan really getting stuck in there. And a high ball now that might test Clements' catching ability. An unfair challenge on the Liverpool goalkeeper. Free kick. Smith getting it away. Schade playing it on nicely again for Potter for Dynamo Dresden. Hughes shadowing him as best he can. Schade trying to turn it in. I think Keegan caught that somewhere in the stomach. And they're coming forward again through Hefner, their skipper. And Callaghan stayed beautifully with him there to stop him getting a good cross in. And Phil Neal in a bit of pain down there, having caught the ball in his face. Looks to me as though they're trying to bring on a substitute Liverpool. It looks to me like Brian Hall, and it's number 10, David Fairclough, who's coming off. So a bit of treatment there for Phil Neal. Perhaps a little unlucky to give away that penalty, but certainly Ray Clements made it okay. And Brian Hall now on the field. And David Fairclough off it. So it'll be a drop ball there, almost on the centre line. Score still standing at 0-0. Number 12, as they say, Brian Hall on for David Fairclough. Certainly David Fairclough good enough to justify his place. With a lot of brave, strong running. Been very much outnumbered throughout the first half. Showed an awful lot of confidence. But here's Riedel now. And here's Brian Hall now. His first touch for Liverpool. Keegan. To Case. Hall. Callaghan. Playing at the pace they want to play. Playing with a lot of patience and a lot of accurate passing as Hughes now plays it for Thompson. Hughes again. Kennedy available on that far side, or rather Neal. Keegan. Played in now for Kennedy. Highway. And a corner given. So a corner to Liverpool. Coming up to 20 minutes of the second half gone. So far, not a really spectacular game, apart from that penalty saved by Clements, but Liverpool doing a good job, and that time Schade heading that corner away for Dynamo Dresden. Keegan might get there first, but it did him no good, and it's Heidler here. For Dresden. Riedel. Schade's right up there on this side of the field. He's Saxa. Schade, and with a powerful shot if he can never get it in. And the linesman flagging for an offside against Kevin Keegan. And it's Riedel on the ball, number 8, for Dresden. Cotta. Schade. Hefner. And a foul given against Dresden just when it seemed that something might come for them, and a free kick to Liverpool. A free kick to Liverpool. Foul on Kevin Keegan. Jimmy Case, number 8, set up behind it. Kevin Keegan coming behind it too. Evelyn Hughes going forward. Case hitting it and hitting it hard against the wall. It comes for Kennedy. Kennedy hitting it through the wall this time, but way, way wide. Riedel not controlling it. Brian Hall was there. A throw to Dresden. Riedel seems to be everywhere for Dresden. Cancera to Schade. Heidler. Schade. Riedel again. Showing little patches of good into passing, Dresden, but at the moment not very much penetration. Schade now. Trying it on the far side with Hefner. Now can he get a good centre in here? There's a nice little chip going in there as Heidler almost got the header in and finally pushed behind again for a corner by Phil Neal. Hefner to Heidler. Riedel. Brian Hall getting that one away. But only Highway is up. Well, it's good enough to get him a free kick. Hughes with it. Schade stopping it. Heidler. Kennedy giving absolutely nothing in this second half, Liverpool. Hefner. Riedel. Really is a dangerous customer, this Riedel. Playing it through there, but a misunderstanding again with Saxon, number 9, who really hasn't had a particularly good game. This fellow, number 8, has, though. Keegan. Now Case. To Smith. Chipped wide there towards Kevin Keegan. And Matthias Muller getting it away. Here's Highway. Oh, a bit of wild kicking there after the ball had gone by the East German defender on Steve Highway. And Phil Thompson away. Far too high and far too wide. Halfway through the second half now. Still Dresden 0, Liverpool 0. Hefner. Riedel. Played wide this time for Schade. Must be very frustrating out there for Dresden, but to give them credit, they're still trying to play the ball around. They're not just pumping balls hopefully forward all the time in the hope of something happening. They're still trying to play some intelligent inter-passing moves coming forward. Every time, so far at any rate, the Liverpool defence has been more than equal to them. Neil, a little lucky there. And a good deal of determination there as well. And the simple pass to Callaghan. Here's Tommy Smith. Thompson. I don't think the Dresden crowd are particularly happy with these stifling Liverpool tactics, but they are working so well for Liverpool at the moment. And about it home when they get the wind behind them. This East German side can be devastating. They put 3 past Torpedo of Moscow in the last round in the home leg here, which virtually won it for them. Heidler, number 11. Okay, they're making this break down the right-hand side. This time it's Muller, stopped by Kevin Keegan. No foul given there by the Belgian referee. Highway alone is up. Liverpool, if anything, have pulled even more men back. And every time Highway gets the ball, he gets a buffeting from behind. Earning another free kick for Liverpool. About 20 minutes to go now. Keegan leaping well and winning it well. Hall couldn't quite get in there, though. But here's Ray Kennedy. Schmuck. To the number 3, Gansera. And here's Schade. Riedel. And Kennedy to Keegan. Hefner after him. And finally bringing him down and a free kick given. No, the referee's decided it's a throw. So Keegan versus Muller. Keegan claiming an indirect free kick, but he will be disappointed, I'm afraid, because it's a goal kick to Dynamo Dresden. Klaus Muller. Played to Cotta. Back to Muller again. And a foul by Tommy Smith on Cotta. Which will give Dresden another free kick. It's their player, number 8, Dieter Rieder, will take for them. Heidler. Smith again for Liverpool. Nicely into the path of Jimmy Case. Keegan away on the far side. And Hughes, no chances. Few whistles from the crowd, but I'm sure that's not going to worry him, and Hughes or Ray Clements for that matter. Neil this time back to the goalkeeper. A few more whistles. Schade. And away they go again with Cotta. Stopped by Tommy Smith. Here's Phil Thompson. Back it goes again, no. Hughes this time finding Brian Hall. Down the line for Ian Callaghan. Smith to Hall. And the ball given away this time to Riedel. Cotta. And now Schade. Well stopped again though by Brian Hall, but they've given it away again. That's uncharacteristic of Liverpool, and it's with Riedel to Heidler. Riedel again. Schade, the man with a lure of a shot. But not like that. In any case, the whistle had gone. There was an offside against Dresden. And a free kick to Liverpool. And every time that ball is played forward, every time there's a foul on the back of Steve Highway, and every time the referee spots it and gives Liverpool the free kick. These Germans making preparations for a substitution as Tommy Smith floats that ball onto the far side. Headed in there towards Keegan. It might come for Hall yet. No. Riedel is there again. Now Cotta. Got to find a little more firepower, these East Germans, and that could well be the substitution that they're looking for. And the number 9, Saxer, who really has had a nightmare game. He made that terrible miss in the first half. Is the one who's going to go off. Trying to get in on the act there, but beaten as Callaghan plays the ball back. The referee will wait, I think, for the ball to go out of play. And I think it's Richter, the man they're going to bring on, a forward who is a full international. Just see him on the far side there, still completing his warming up. And here come Dynamo Dresden again. Another good interception by that Liverpool defence. And now Keegan off in pursuit of this one. But the ball played back firmly there by Matthias Müller. It's with Heidler. Riedel. What a bad ball. Bit of frustration showing there. I mean, I think he really didn't know what he wanted to do with it. And it's Highway to take it up for Liverpool. Well, there are two on him. And Highway claims the throw. Whether he gets it or not, we shall have to wait and see. The referee now allowing that substitution to take place. And it's Saxa going off. And it's Richter coming on. With about 14 minutes to go. Liverpool's throw it is. Highway was right. Keegan. He'd just like Liverpool now to come and sneak a goal. Ball crossed in there to Brian Hall. Tried to play a short one to Keegan. It didn't work for him though. And Riedler tries to get the ball away. But again, Liverpool closing in well. Phil Neal there. Here's Highway. And behind for the goal kick. Goal kick so quickly taken that the ball was still moving, and it's quite evident now that the Germans realise they've got to do something fairly quickly. Certainly it isn't for the want of trying by Riedel, their number 8, who pushed that ball through there. Here's Müller. Kennedy not quite getting in that interception. It's Hefner. It's Germany's throw, and it's Schade. And here Liverpool again. The long ball hit again towards Steve Highway. Number 2 is Matthias Müller. It's number 8, the real star in this East German side, Riedel. Gansera, Schade, Heidler. Stopped by Phil Thompson to Tommy Smith. Back again to Ray Clements. On my watch, about 11 minutes now to go. And it's Kevin Keegan for Liverpool to Steve Highway. Well, that looked like a free kick to me. And it certainly hurt for Steve Highway. And right ankle. The challenge by Riedel. Liverpool looking as though they might try to make another substitution on the far side. 2 subs allowed, of course, from 5. I think it's Alan Wardle warming up on the far side. It might simply be as a precaution in case Steve Highway can't go on. Highway, who's done so well down that left flank. Now this big German crowd of some 35,000 must be feeling that it's all up with their side on this first leg. Liverpool have looked so very, very efficient at the back, and I'm sure they are aware of what a tremendous task they're going to have in this second leg. And here's the free kick with Ray Kennedy taking it, Thompson coming in. Oh, and he hit the crossbar. Well, poor Phil Thompson there. A beautifully flighted free kick it was, too, by Kennedy. Thompson guiding it well, but hitting the crossbar. And that, with a matter of 10 minutes to go, would have been a tremendous blow for Liverpool. A foul throw. by Highway on the far side. Well, that really was one of the few bright moments in a game that hasn't really been very spectacular. It's been a very, very good job of work by Liverpool. I think Ray Kennedy might have a few sharp words from the referee for that push there. Forward once more there to Richter, the substitute. On for the number 9, Saxa. Here's Schade. Plays through towards Richter again. Nothing given there. Heidler. Playing it back again for Hefner. And that time another clearance there by Jimmy Case, I think it was. To the number 4, Schmuck. Hefner. Riedel. Here's Schade. Not much longer now for Liverpool to hold out for what will be a very good result indeed. Is Muller. Got that across well, but Hughes is behind it, playing the short one there. Another short ball played this time for Tommy Smith. From Bill Thompson, a lovely bit of control by Hall. And Liverpool get themselves out of danger. But it's with Riedel again. Played along the line here for the substitute Richter. Bill Thompson in once more. And Highway off in chase. Schmuck back to his goalkeeper. Callaghan's interception. Highway. Kennedy. And now Case finding Brian Hall. About 7 minutes to go. Tommy Smith. Oh, it wasn't much margin for error there. Hughes just got in, and Thompson now can play it back quite comfortably. Keegan penalised for pulling at the defender there. Muller. To the number 3, Gansera. Kennedy with a header. Schade. Cotter. Heidler on the far side there. Phil Neal equal to him though, even though he has to turn the ball in for a throw. Riedel. Heidler. Schade. Playing for Heidler again. This could be dangerous for Liverpool. There's the cross coming in. And it's wide of the goal there. Headed there by Schmuck. And even now the ball's only just gone out of play. So a goal kick for Liverpool. Ray Clements, one of the Liverpool heroes with that tremendous penalty save. Hefner being harassed by Callaghan into that area there, which will give a throw to Liverpool. Hughes. To Thompson. Now it's with Callaghan. Smith. Lobbing Riedel there. Finding Brian Hall. Now could something open up for Liverpool. Keegan trying to get a 1-2 going, and I think he'd hoped that Smith had gone on down that touchline, but he hadn't. And so the East Germans can start to take it up again. And fans beginning to move away from the ground now as we come inside the last 5 minutes of the game. And Case now for Liverpool. Deciding to have a go on his own. Then finding Highway. Case waiting in the middle, so too is Brian Hall. They're the only two who've come up, and it's still with Highway. Hit low this time, and pushed behind by Bowden for the corner. Liverpool taking their time now over these set pieces. The cross comes floating in once more. And behind for another Liverpool corner. Liverpool in a fortnight's time will want to do all the positive work to get the goals that will take them into the semi-final of the UEFA Cup. And no doubt they'll be hoping to have John Toshak fit as well. But here's Richter, the last seconds. Indeed, we're in injury time now. Klaus Muller finding Schade. Is there a chance yet? Hit the post. Will the replay go? No. Even the rebound wouldn't go there for the East Germans. And a corner now to be taken. Curled in once more and a diving header into the side netting and behind. Here we have that first incident. Good piece of running here by Schade. And off Clemens' post. And there goes the final whistle. The final little crisis was over there for Liverpool. There haven't been very many of them tonight. As I say, they've stifled the life out of their East German opponents, who've shown one or two good attacking moves, but against that red Liverpool wall, they came to nothing, and everything's got to be